Well, hi everyone. This is Ellen Marie Francisco. Thanks for coming into my channel. We're going to do a little bit of tarot and we're going to take a look at December energies coming into who knows what. We're going to do the Celtic Cross and we're going to do it right now. I hope you've been managing the energies well. All right. So when I'm feeling into December, I get all these, just get a lot of cranberries, cranberries in the air. All right. So we're coming in with a 10 of Swords. This is a lot in the head. We can really get into crazy places in our head if we're not careful in December with this. If this is starting in, it's also a lot of spirit guides. It can be an inundation of spiritual help through ancestors, spirit guides, or other helpful beings that are willing to show you or bring you information necessary to advance your own goals here on the earth plane. You could also be working through some of the cycles where you do repetitive thinking and things like that. It's an opportunity to coalesce and pinpoint and focus, although it can be mentally distracting energy as well. Yeah, so you know what, how well you manage this energy is going to have to do with what's hitting you everywhere else in the world, and how well resourced you are in your own inner reserves and your own mindset. If you're mostly positive, then it's going to be easier to work with this energy. If you're mostly negative, it's going to be a bit of a grueling time. Yeah. So I would keep the first sign of negativity, I would just try to figure out what's the most positive thing you can do for yourself to elevate your thought pattern and your inner brain frequencies. I wonder what we're being crossed with. Oh, well, this is a good news thing. This is a celebration card. A lot of times this is great news all at once with all kinds of fun things to do at the same time. It can be the circle of women and camaraderie, cooperation, working in community and bringing things together, sharing in your success as well. If we're getting a lot of outside influences with this kind of card with the 10 of Swords, and we're getting cooperation from our community, then, you know, if we're on a negative, maybe they're boosting us, you know. Yeah. All right. So what else do we have here coming with us? Oh, the moon. Yeah. And we are coming into a full moon cycle anyway. I feel like we came in from November with this kind of energy as well, going deep and sorting through some of the darker, more hidden off parts of ourselves that needed a voice or needed an exit strategy or needed a new cycle of birth to be, you know, kind of moved through. And we've got the Emperor upside down. She poked out earlier when I was shuffling, and here she is again. I like her. She doesn't have any problem going into anywhere and affecting change or bringing new ideas to the forefront to bring new ideas into fruition. This is like leadership in a lot of ways too, the ability to take initiative and action and dig in fearlessly and get the job done. So you could feel, you know, like you do want to push yourself a little bit more, or that you're more confident in some of your own opinions and ways to do things, you know. It is upside down, so you could be debating on, am I strong, am I not? Am I strong, am I not? But if we're coming in with the 10 of Swords, you know, there would be a lot of debate between your ears regardless. Yeah. And anyway, you know what? I've noticed that the veils have been very, 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 very thin. There's a lot of multi-dimensional stuff going on. There are beasts from the underworld that can be coming up and out in around our worlds and in and out of the dimensions. So for those of us with extreme sensitivities and expansions in our third eyes and things like that, it could be a little crazy making with did that really happen? Did that really happen? Did I hear that? Did that happen? Did I see that? You could be getting more help from the universe than you ever bargained for, that you know how to handle emotionally, things like that. These are very, very intense energies. And we are coming through the Scorpio energies. Dark night of the souls are not too far off with these kinds of cards and these energies that the cards bring in with them. Yeah. So definitely be careful with your mental health in December. It's interesting how the card that could be construed as a celebration card is coming and crossing all of this mental inertia. And but like I said, how it goes this month is going to depend on your mindset. If you go down a rabbit hole, the rabbit hole is going to claim you. If you reach up and celebrate, the high exalted beings are going to welcome you. This is the kind of month we're going into. So I would say the spiritual war is raging on, and I've witnessed a lot, there's just a lot. There's a whole lot more to come from what it looks like. The high priestess is coming up above us, so she's coming over us. She's riding in above us, which means, to some degree, sure, her energies are inevitable, like rain on a rainy day. It's going to hit you at some point. You're going to get wet. High priestess really does demand a certain degree of surrender to be effective, or for you to be effective. It's good to approach your life with a certain degree of surrender and the ability to ride with the tide and go with the flow. Now, we did have a lot of our, deep subconscious creep up and out of us through these last little weeks. And if you've got more clarity or more resolve, then you just may be ready to move with the world here in the way the universal floodwaters are going to, rage into your life or through your world. Yeah, so for sure, there's going to be a lot of emotional sensitivity, no question about it. It's could be tumultuous again. Where's your mindset? It's going to depend on how tumultuous it is. Will depend on what voices are you listening to. Are you listening to your higher self, your exalted versions, your helpful allies and ancestors and spirit guides, or are you listening to the negativity in the world, the negative corrupting propaganda that's being, piped in through every pore in your body all day long, through all the external forces that are trying to take you down on the earth, so that's what we're up against. And at the same time, you can still be grateful and think, okay, I'm going to have a good time here. So for sure, December is often a very festive month for people. So it seems like the festivities will continue regardless of the emotional turmoil or mental anguish that may be working itself through. Now, it's lovely to have a little bit of love coming into your cups. And this is in our gateway to the future. And I like it because it allows us the permission to multitask our happiness, to realize that we're not exactly limited to one level of success. If we're willing to work towards things, these things can fill our cups. So we do need to nourish ourselves. It was very depleting getting through the end of November. So don't be afraid to want what you want for the love that you love, and or love the things that you want as well. Like it just seems like it's a good time to focus positively on what do you need, what you want to fill your cup with, how do you want to nourish your own life and your own world and the people in it. But mostly it's you. I don't feel like our energies are going too far outward this month with so much going on. I feel like it's still Yeah, we're still sort of inner driven. It's all our inner work and our inner desires and our inner repair work that is being called on this month. Yeah, and certainly coming into the week for sure, into the moon phase. Seven of Pentacles is also a good sign that, we can materialize some things too, especially if we're wanting to fill our cups with the things that we love. It's very easy to have things work out really well if you're willing to grab the help that's available from the invisible worlds, be willing to hold your hands open to receive it in expectation, be willing to fine tune your wants and desires in real spoken word or in real visual imagery so that universe understands exactly what it's helping you work towards and helping you attain. And if you're willing to ride with the tide and go with the flow, then I think you're going to get a lot of answered prayers and a lot of things fall into place. I feel like things just fall into place very beautifully. And it's not a whole lot of effort. And that's the point, when you're willing to ride with the tide and you're not in a state of resistance. You're not saying, no, I don't want it to go like this. I can't have it go like this. I can't have it. It's not going to make me happy if it goes like this. If you go, well, it looks like it's going like this, I'm just going to roll with it and see if there's some benefit here. It's a way better attitude to have. And for sure, no question about it, it'd be easier to have some fun this month if that's the approach that you take. Yeah. And oh, good. Okay. So this inner work, that we'd started forever ago and is going to continue forever into the future, but in varying degrees of success, we're going to feel like, we really did have something accomplish itself, something completed. I feel like we're going to feel a sense of fresh air and like we've got a little bit more room to breathe and we don't have to, struggle so much quite away or right away, I guess is what I'm hearing. The Five of Pentacles, it really is like an internal structure card. It can mean that there's change to anything, the way you approach yourself. This is very much, I believe, a self-healing card. And we did have a lot of healing that was taking place in the November super moon phase as it is. And so this could be how we're just kind of focusing on the rebuild a little bit, focusing on, the restructuring. It's like we're bringing in a stronger internal structure for ourselves. And we're being, observed. I really feel like the amount of spirit guide interaction this whole Scorpio cycle right into mid-December, it's a lot. So if you're even mildly aware of your outside external help, you're going to see some shifting, I guess. Yeah. Little earthquakes. The Ten of Cups is a lovely card because it does kind of tie into the happy ever after mode of operandi, where you're just really happy to sink into the best thing possible and enjoy it and not take it for granted and nurture it and everything else. So, I mean, what is the point of going through all the emotional duress and the growth and the mental awarenesses that we have to take on to evolve if we can't, enjoy it and be with those that we love? So, I feel like a lot of the focus towards what does our day-to-day look like, who's in it, who's coming along for the ride, who's nourishing our love space is a good part of this month as well. And understanding like where are your helpful resources emotionally, how are they supporting you, and how are you supporting you, right? Because it's not like everybody's just going to do it for you. It's your ability to do it for yourself through some of this self-healing that brings on some of more of this beautiful luster, this enormous wealth of love and acceptance, basically. And then we've got a beautiful chariot as the end of this reading with a lot of divine will, and human will and divine will coupled together is unstoppable, all happy, heading in the right direction, of course, as well, going with the flow. Divine timing is a huge part of the chariot card too, so have patience with the timing of the world, just because it's not dropping right into your lap in the moment. There is a lot to be grateful for, and there could be the hint. So I do think that there's going to be a lot of relationships that go way deeper in this month, because enough of the other energies have resolved and healed and worked through, and there's more openings and successful segues is kind of what it looks like, especially with this, divine help, this divine thrust. So if you're even mildly in tune with what's really necessary for you, with Ten of Swords from earlier, it's like, take care of your mind and spirit, and the heart will take care of itself. And there'll be plenty to celebrate, and you will feel like you're tapped into your own essence, and you're on your own ride. You're not riding everybody else's storm. You're charting your destiny here. So yeah, I think it's a really good way to start the last month of 2025, and to intone ourselves into a new year. So I hope this helps you see where to apply the brakes and hit the gas, and give yourself enough respite to rebuild your core strengths and beauty and sustenance, and take really good care of yourself. And hopefully I will see you soon. Thank you so much for coming into my channel, and thank you so much for subscribing. Take good care. Bye for now.